ankle plantar and dorsiflexion. So if Dan can get into the sideline to start with. Okay. So if he, keep your legs straight. Okay. So he can just work on bending his knee and extending it like this, and you're in gravity eliminated position, being that you're in sideline. So you can work on the active range, and then you can work on doing manual resistance or matched resistance. So if he's bending his knee, you stabilize at the hip. I shall stabilize lower down and bend your knee in. Good, and he's coming in, and I'm just giving him a little bit of resistance, coming in, tolerate a little bit more, and then coming out to straighten out. Okay, good, so flexion and extension. We're working the quads as the extensors and the hamstrings as the flexors. Okay, if we go up, you can go on in prone. Okay, and work on bending, bringing your heel up to your buttocks and extending down. Okay, so for flexion here, we're going against gravity to start with, and then what happens, it changes after 90, and it's gravity assist for the flexors. Okay, and I think Dan goes down all the way. A lot of your patients will be able to touch the heel to their buttocks. And coming straight out, you initiate 290 for the extensors, going against gravity, and then it's gravity assist coming all the way down. Okay, so again, you can use manual contacts for a matched resistance. Come up, come up, come up. Good. In these same positions, you can put on the cup weights, and now coming down.
So while Sue's putting this on, if you wanted to only focus on his knee flexors, and he has this cuff weight on now, what would you ask him to do? How far in the range would you go, just to isolate out? 90. Just to 90, yeah. So let's go. And hold, and down slow. Good. All right. Okay, you got it.
Okay, and you could also use the cuffs if you are gravity eliminated, if you're working in that 2+, 3- range, and then of course against gravity like this. Dan, come sit up. Sit on the edge here. Good, and then you could also work on quad lifts, which is bringing his legs straight out. You don't want to lock the knee, and you can work on increasing the amount of resistance with the weights on. And then you're going to have eccentric coming down into gravity, where you're controlling it. Okay, and if you, this would have to be secured, but I'll just hold it here. Okay, and then you can come, I'm sorry. Yes, yes. I'm doing hip. Okay, and come straight out. Good, and it's like, same thing like a quad lift. Whoops. Okay, and that's why you want to have it secured, because the lower extremity muscles are really strong, so it's hard to fight them just manually holding on like this. Good, okay. And then he would have to go down in prone again if you want to work on flexors with the TheraBand. Okay? So that's manual resistance using TheraBand and using the cuff weights. Other things, a lot of times if you have in the clinic where you're working a weight machine, you could work the quads really nicely. A lot of times they have the quad lifts, or you could have someone lie in prone and then they can do resistance, bringing the heel to the buttocks. Right, if you have one of those weight training machines. Some functional activities. Let's just go to the front of the room.